Hello, and welcome back to Tidbit of Torah. This week, one of our religious school students asked me a profound question, which is, how do I love a God that I don't know? What a beautiful, rich question. Thank you. Well, I know for me, one of the pathways for me to be able to get to know a God that I can't see, that I can't know in the way that I know a friend or a parent or a child, is actually through listening. How is that? Well, in the book of Deuteronomy, we see the word Shema 92 different times in different forms. Wow, that is a lot in one book of Torah. Last week in our Torah portion V'Chanan, we read the powerful, important words, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Listen, understand, perceive, hear, Israel. The Lord our God, the Lord is one. It could have said see, but that's not how we come to know and love God. We come to listen, to not only listen with our ears, but to listen with our heart. The basic radical tenet of Judaism with faith is that by listening, by opening our ears and our hearts and our soul, we can not only come to know one another more deeply and the world, but even to know a sense of the divine in this world. And in this week's Torah portion, we begin the same way. The beginning of Parshat Eikev is V'haya Eikev Tishme'un et HaMishpatim. And if, or because, you shall listen to the rules and observe them carefully, your God, Adonai, will maintain faithfully you a covenant of love, v'et habrid v'et chachesed, with your ancestors and in turn with us, in order to establish a covenant of love. And yes, it is a covenant of love that we have with God. It's not just a covenant of justice or righteousness. It is a covenant of love. How do we do that? By listening, by opening ourselves up to one another, to the world, to new perspectives, from the youngest to the oldest. I know for me, the busier I get in life, the more I focus on listening to my children and not listening to respond, not listening to tell them what's right, but just listening. Like I would walk into a forest, not knowing what birds or wind or other animals or sounds or experiences I might encounter. So too with our relationships. May we have the ability to listen for understanding, listening for a sense of openness for love. How do we come to know a God? How do we come to know so much that is beyond our eyes, that is beyond other elements of perception? Judaism offers us the radical idea that we listen. We begin any relationship of love with opening ourselves up to deeper, different understanding from God and from the world around us. So I want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom, and I want to wish you a Shabbat of listening, because I wonder where in your life you might have an opportunity to listen. Shabbat Shalom.